Oregon House okays healthcare as a right. Crazy. We might catch up to the rest of the world. The rest of the industrialized world. Oregon's legislature took a step on Tuesday towards enshrining the right to health care in the state constitution, a move that will be unprecedented in the United States but raises serious funding questions. The House of Representatives' 35-25 endorsement of the bill sends it to the state Senate, whose approval would put the proposed constitutional amendment on the ballot for Oregon voters in the November election. If the Senate passes the bill, voters would be asked to consider amending the state's 160-year-old constitution to declare it is an obligation of the state to ensure that every resident of Oregon has access to cost-effective, medically appropriate, and affordable health care as a fundamental right. Okay, so what policy will follow? Is it single payer? Because otherwise, these are just words on a piece of paper, right? Oregon is one of the most liberal U.S. states and was the first sanctuary state protecting immigrants. State also expanded coverage on abortions and other reproductive services, regardless of income. In California, a single-payer plan supported by some Democrats was spiked last year by other Democrats, a.k.a. Anthony Rendon, because the cost would have been astronomical. That's not even entirely true. They always, Chromatic Tree points out, they always mention the funding problems before anything else. Here's what's interesting here in the state of California. If you just look at it from a governmental budget standpoint, does it seem very expensive? Yes, it does. However, if you look at it from the frame of our GDP, it saves us money. California, sixth largest economy in the world, by the way, we spend 70% of our GDP, 17, on healthcare costs right now. That's what we spend right now. And it leaves a bunch of people out in the cold. Thousands of people die a year through lack of adequate healthcare. With a single-payer plan where everybody would be covered, it would cost us 14% of our GDP. So it's like the equivalent of saying, hey, we got this new car. It's a great car. It's a better car than what you have now. And the car payment's $200 a month. And they look at that and they look at their other monthly bills and they go, holy shit, I can't afford another $200 a month. That's a ton of money. Yeah, but you have a car now, right? Yeah, I have a car now. What's your car payment now? $300 a month. Okay, so that $300 a month, you're not paying that anymore. So you're going to pay less than what you do now. You guys know, like that's literally what's going on. They're looking at it as if the system that we have now would still exist. And they're like, we can't afford that. Yeah, but that 70%, that goes away. It's replaced by 14%, which guess what? 17, fucking more than 14. I'm not a mathematician, but I know with 100% certainty the number 14 is less than the number fucking 17. I've seen enough football games to know that's true. I've seen teams with 17 and teams with 14 at the end of a game. Guess what? The team with 17 won 100% of the time. Even in a New England Patriots game where they get all the fucking calls. If they have 14, the other team has 17, they lose the fucking game. Yeah. So this article, what they just said is not actually true. If I didn't have insurance, I wouldn't be here. The Democrat from Portland said I'd be dead. Yeah, because healthcare. So the bill is scheduled for a first reading in the Senate on Wednesday. A spokesman for Senate President Peter Courtney, a Democrat, declined to comment when asked if Courtney has a position on the bill. That's amazing. Do you believe healthcare is a right? Gee, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Are you kidding? In the richest country in the world. How is that even up? And this person's a Democrat. A Democrat. It's not. This proves we don't have a left-wing party in the United States. We don't. We have two right-wing parties. One is fringe right. One is center right. If a Democrat can't even say that healthcare is a right, guess what? That's not a progressive party. That's a right-wing party. Even conservatives in Canada, even the conservative party, I mean, they'll point that out. Ask anybody that has experience in Europe or Canada, or they'll be like, yeah, even our conservative parties are to the left of your supposed progressive party. And you know what? If that's where public opinion was in this country, well, then I guess we just have to accept that not many people feel this way. But that's not where public opinion is. So we don't have a two-party system that represents the people. We have a two-party system that represents corporate interests. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.